Hello, Sagittarius. It's Alulu, and welcome to your ended read here today. Okay, we are awesome and what amazing. All right, we are doing surrender reads because we are going through some shifts. Not everyone, but of course, this is the flow that I'm going with. Hopefully, you listen to your 7 major placements so that you can get a gist of any little minute thing that may be going on in your life that you need some type of confirmation or affirmation for. All right, let's see what's going on. Because I do know that with the surrender reads, sometimes relationships come out a lot, right? Because we are always, our interpersonal relationships have a lot to do with the work that we do on an interpersonal level, right? So let's just look and see what's going on, honey. What information do you have here for Sagittarius? Cho. Look at that, Sage. Okay. Surrender stress. Somebody else got that right there. Surrender defensiveness. Okay. Surrender stubbornness. All right. Surrender to your soul's path. Surrender your fear of change and surrender to creativity. All right. Now, Sag, I think that y'all were some of the more vocal people. Real quick, calm down. Y'all were some of the more vocal people who also do readings on the tube that have been going through some of the things similar to what it was that I was going through, because we do know that it's a huge cult coven or whatever that is coming for so many readers, right? So this, what I'm seeing here, may have something to do with where you are on the end, that end of things, so that you don't lose yourself, because that's what their aim is, for you to lose yourself. Their aim is to get you off your square. Their aim is to keep you from living in your truth. Their aim is to stop you from um, doing what you came here to do. Now, even if you're not a reader, this does go to anyone who is on the path of awakening over and over again, to just do things in love and come in to help change this paradigm. With this paradigm shift that's going on, a lot of you may be feeling it. All right, so you want to loosen up a little bit when it comes to your rigidness. So let's look at this. So you have 2 solar plexus cards and 3 sacral chakra cards and 1 heart chakra card. So this is telling me that there may be some type of tension for some of you with that stress and that defensiveness. The thing about it is, when we are stressed, ain't frustrated, we got resentments, we got all this stuff that's going on within us intrapersonally. But then when people say or do something to us externally, right? We already have this internal shit going on, and externally, when somebody says something or does something and it's triggering us, if we don't do the work within us, it's going to be hard for us to refrain from cussing the motherfucker out, acting up, falling into the trap of the net that they have set for you. So be very mindful of that. Don't be defensive. This is not a good time for you to be defensive. I do understand that many of you may be in a space where you feel as though you want to take vengeance into your own hands when it comes to certain things. You want to, get the perpetrator, right? Whoever it may be, right? It could be a coworker, whoever, right? At this time, communicate from a powerful standpoint. At this time, communicate from a space of um, confidence, right? Communicate from a place of this. Y'all see it, right? Okay. Just very much so in y'all read. Ain't been in nobody else read. But anyways, communicate from a very confident space. Let people know, right? You don't have to answer to everything that is said to you, right? Because if you've ever dealt with trolls, just overall, it doesn't just necessarily have to be trolls online, but trolls in your life, because that's what part of what bad building friends like to do, is troll people, to pick at the nuances, the small things that make you feel insecure. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that, because I do feel like you are ready to, there may be something that happens where you're ready to strike out or strike back at somebody. But with this stubbornness coming in behind this, maybe someone is going to apologize to you or tell you their point of view, and maybe you don't want to hear it. Try not to be so stubborn, because sometimes even your enemy can tell you something that is beneficial. That's what I've learned, like, for real. Your enemy could tell you more, because it seems to me that a lot of times bad building friends are more honest, because they like to laugh in your face when they think that they get over on you. So they are more honest than would be someone that's very close to you, who is trying to, they care about your feelings. Bad building friends can be very honest. You take it how it is, right? You have this creative energy coming in, but you may be fearing moving in a different, like pivoting with this surrender your fear of change, because it's like you got to know that you're going to be all right. There may be some things that need to be taken care of in your life that you just don't know how, like you already don't know how it's going to be taken care of. But if you look back in your life, you know that it's been taken care of before. How? Who knows, right? This is a beautiful year to start stepping more out on faith. Many of you may be in that space, especially when it comes to you surrendering to your soul's path. You may have said, okay, yes, I'll do it. Or yes, aha, I had an epiphany and woke up to some things, right? And then you got a little scared because it's like, I don't know what's on the other side of this. That's part of the fool's journey. You're not gonna know everything. A lot of things are being mirrored back to you about your creativity, your ability to create. We are creatrix. We are meant to create. We were born to love and create. All right. They really be trying to fuck up y'all reads. That is crazy to me. All right. So let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas because you're going to be getting a lot of downloads, a lot of information. Write it down or what have you. For those of you who are on the tube, I feel like it's very important for, let me see something. I don't want to blow my light out. For those of you who are on the tube, I would recommend that you be mindful of your algorithm. I've talked about this before, but you want to be very careful about your algorithm, because if you are targeted, you don't even have a real algorithm anymore. So you have to know your trusted sources and go straight to them. All right, that's my TED talk. All right, so what is this surrender stress for Sagittarius? The Emperor. You got to do all the things, right? Maybe in your masculine energy too much and not allowing yourself to really breathe and do the soft things in life, which is causing tension in your life, in your body. It may be causing you to go through some very stressful things when you are feeling like you're doing too much, right? You're running too many, you're spinning too many plates. Now, this could be a stressful person as well, right? Aries, but this could be a stressful person, but let's see. What is this? Emperor and this surrender stress for Sagittarius. Death in the reverse. Maybe somebody just won't leave you alone, won't allow you to transform. With this, like somebody's not telling the truth, because the that's Scorpio, and when Scorpio wants to get down to the bottom of something, they gonna get to the bottom of it. Okay, them motherfuckers be getting to the bottom of some shit. So it's like something wasn't allowed to really be rested. Isn't resting, right? The Wheel of Fortune. You need to come on. If the wheel is up, you know what that means. You're gonna have to grab life by the bull, by the balls, grab the bull by the horns. All right, it's gonna be very important. But this death in reverse, that means that something hasn't ended. Something is a stressful situation that has not ended. It's not ending, and it's mostly because of you not allowing yourself to be in the greater version of yourself, moving more into the greater version of yourself, because it's like something is pulling you. I really feel like something is pulling you. Something is pulling you out of character. Something is pulling you out of alignment. All right. Some of you may need to go to a chiropractor, do some stretches and stuff like that. I need to start back walking. I know that for sure. That get me some cardio going. What is this surrender defensiveness? You thought something would be over and it wasn't. Five of Cups. All right. So when it comes to responding to people, talking to people, um, if people trigger you, take that up with yourself, right? You don't have to explain every trigger to people, because sometimes people don't listen no way. They just happy that they triggered you. You know what I'm saying? So with that Five of Cups, that's like disappointment, change of heart, change of feelings, change of direction when it comes to emotions, trying to do this, that, and the other, and split yourself amongst many things. Possibly this could even be that you are dealing with an issue that has to do with, it can't be changed. So if you can't change, what do? You keep moving forward, right? So maybe that's what it is. You're being defensive about something that you feel like it should have, it never should have happened, but you can't stop it from happening. You can't go back and change the past, right? But that's on you, because they're saying here that you're being stubborn about something and they want you to observe yourself. All right. Gently observe yourself and become more yielding. All right. Because that's where our growth comes from, the hard stuff, the things that we really don't want to look at, but goddamn, I need to look at that. Damn. You know what I mean? What is this surrender stubbornness? Not my plan over there, dying. Ace of Swords. Somebody may be telling you something, giving you clarity. Five of Wands about maybe they're apologizing about an argument, competition, a fight. This is energetic interference. That judgment is being called on because it's been a burden, and you're starting back at your 7 year cycle. So don't be stubborn when it comes to this change up. Like I said, even your enemies can tell you some real shit, but they don't have to be your friend though. That don't mean that they're your friend, and that don't mean that you gonna take all they goddamn what they said personal. No. All right. What is this? Surrender to your soul's path. Go outside, go in nature. Some of you may be able to walk in some water or something like that. Something to do with walking in water. What is this? Surrender to your soul's path for Sagittarius? Four of Wands. Energetically stable. This is that Ace of Wands coming in with that surrender to your creativity. This Four of Wands is stability. This is also being in a space where you are embracing everything and moving forward. You are anticipating something good came through. You may have a change of location, a change of job here, a change of career path, learning something new, going to school. Some of you may be interior decorators or something like that. This has a lot to do with allowing your light to shine. You're meant to, right? Defensive people can't let their light shine because they're defensive. And maybe that's how, even in this world, I guess there's a space for everything, right? It's a polarity. So there is a space for people who are defensive and just assholes. There's a space for them, and all of the other defensive people will go over there to that space. But if that's not what you were cultivating and want in your life, let's move into this, all right? What is this? Surrender your fear of change. It's time for you to move forward and enjoy yourself. Come out of that darkness. The Wheel of Fortune, because you went through so much. Well, it seemed like no matter what was happening, what was going on, it was always, it never seemed like the wheel was up, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. That's why you had that fear of change. You're fearful of turning. This is the wheel that is being handed to you for you to turn. A change of events, fate, destiny, right? You may be looking back at things that happened in the past where you felt like you made the wrong move, the wrong decision, and things didn't work out quite like you wanted them to. Well, grasshopper, I'm trying to figure it out. You will be fine. What is this? Surrender your creativity for Sagittarius? 10 of Cups. You win in the end. You win. If this is what you want, you win. You're gonna have to move through this as best you can, because of course this is a walkthrough of a number of events that may be happening that you really have to. The main thing is you're not gonna be stressed about nothing. You're not gonna be defensive about nothing. You're not gonna be stubborn. You're gonna, connect like a Rolex necklace to your soul's path. You ain't gonna fear no change, and you're gonna be as creative as you came to be. It's that simple. Just use those as the laws that govern you for the next week or two. It's that simple. Bye.